Merrimack TV content may no longer be available on YouTube. To continue watching our programs, please download the Merrimack TV app from your device's app store. Programs may also be available at merrimacktv.com.
All right. It is July 15th, 7 p.m. This is our Library Board of Trustees meeting, and we will begin with the pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Excellent. Okay, so we will start with the June action items, of which there are quite a few. So fill in any blanks that I might miss along the way, but the Finance Committee was following up on line 38. I believe that has been a work in progress.
Yeah, we met with him with Paul Calabria on June 25th, and we are going back and forth with emails, getting him all the numbers he would like.
Okay. Great, thank you. And then part of that same activity, Donna, you were sending the minutes to Paul, which was completed. Yvette had action items around the fiscal year end activities. Erin was moving money between fines and specials.
I did that on the 8th.
And the Personnel Committee did set a meeting date, which is tomorrow at 3 o'clock. And Yvette, that'll be in your office?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yvette was updating the agenda template, which we can talk about as we go through the agenda today, if it meets the needs or if we want further adjustments. Erin set up a separate Watson account. Is it done?
Molly, you signed the paperwork.
Oh, I signed it?
Tonight, so we will send it to Fidelity, and that should be in the next week or two.
Okay, thank you. And Erin was creating the end of the year report for the town and sending a copy to Yvette.
Yes, and I did that, and now we're just doing the follow-up stuff.
Okay.
So
it is a fair amount to wrap up every year. Okay, so the next piece is the SMP, which is our placeholder. And then following that is the strategic plan. Anything new?
I just posted it on the website. So I posted the strategic plan, the full executive summary, and then a stripped down executive summary, just so it would be in a central location. The department heads and I met today, and we were talking about how we need to talk to the personnel committee about goals. So when we meet tomorrow, we're going to talk about, they want some more structure about staff goals. And then, I was saying we really need to work back from the strategic plan goals to department, library goals,
Mm-hmm.
department goals, individual goals. So that's the only place where we are, but we have questions first.
Yeah.
Because of how we have questions, so we'll talk about that tomorrow.
Yeah, I think that's a good thought process.
Mm-hmm.
This will be the first cycle, is that right, with the new salary structure?
Right.
And goal setting and attainment
Right.
perspective.
Right.
So, not to jump ahead, but did I also see that Jen went to a Primex course about goal setting?
I know she has, and we also went to a
Okay.
Primex HR meeting that might have been the same one you're thinking of.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, great.
We
Either
have some
way.
resources to pull from,
Mhm.
so.
Okay. Any other questions on a strategic plan? Okay, so getting to new business then, the fiscal 25-26 budget, general ledger invoices, and open POs and spending report, which were distributed to us.
I sent a couple questions to Yvette about some POs that Kaylee will work on when she is back in the office.
Mhm.
And then
I've got a markup going of the general ledger that I'm gonna send back to Paul with my responses because, the lines where he previously moved money that was incorrect, those lines are not where they should have been in the budget. So the GL budget lines for office supplies, maintenance of building and grounds, library programs are incorrect, and he's still in the 38 lines, has one missing, with the budget.
Okay.
So,
And
in my
those are
response, it'll be marked up.
And the program one.
Yes, and library programs is also incorrect.
Okay.
It looks like when he moved stuff down the first time,
Hmm?
and it didn't match ours, when he changed things to match ours, he didn't change the totals correctly and change them back. So I'll make sure the markup is in the response back to him.
Okay. Okay, we'll look for that.
It's your first action item.
Working on that
I knew
response.
I knew you'd be
Jan and
excited
I
for
were
that.
working on it, and I send her stuff, and I'm like, hey, please tell me that I'm on the right path here.
Yeah, no, that's great, thank you.
So, and I probably will send it to her one more time to check all my reports before we send it back to Paul.
Do you want to word how you want the work items, the action item? Do you want to say how you want it worded? I was going to make sure to mark up the general ledger for Paul.
Yeah, I just said,
Changes.
Aaron, follow up on general ledger lines with
38.
Paul, line 38 specifically.
Thank you.
Further clarifications?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anything on the other attachments, the POs or spending report, invoice updates? If not, then moving to the building maintenance and project list. My copy always opens in tiny font.
Yeah.
Let me fix that here again. I mean, I think we had a couple of disrupted days with air conditioning service in the last couple of weeks where it was fixed, to my understanding.
The holes were fixed, but we still need to, I have to follow up on this, and I don't think we've received a maintenance plan from them yet. So, that was one of the things that we asked for. The other thing that is new in terms of when this went out, Jen and Jared and I met with Nick from Garland about the infrared scan for the roof. He's writing up a report, so all of his recommendations and findings will be in writing for you guys. But basically, he showed us the report, and there are wet spots on the roof, which is what the infrared scan was supposed to reveal. They tend to be around the drains and seams. So seams where the slate roof is, and seams where any of the dog houses are, the parts of the roof that kind of come up the skylight. You know, there's a couple of those areas, and then the dog house over kind of the main stairs. And so he'll have a plan of what we should do, but really he's thinking, replace the roof in 5 years.
How old is the roof? That's a flat roof, right?
There was a restoration done, and I want to say it was between 11 and 15 years ago, so I was the director, so maybe 11 years ago. And so only certain areas of the roof were repaired. We didn't strip the roof down to the second roof to repair everything.
Okay, so there was no warranty on it. It was kind of more of a patch.
I don't know about that, but it was a patch. Yeah. Yeah, so you'll get that hopefully next month in writing.
The maintenance plan? Or
The report
the
from the
IR.
infrared scan.
Okay. comments or questions on the building maintenance? The policy review, to my awareness, we still have pending from last month the staff policy for the trustees, and we'll have that on our agenda for the personnel meeting tomorrow. So go through some initial round of questions and answers. And if anybody from the group has comments or questions that we can forward along, send them our way. And that brings us to the director's report.
Okay. We received a donation of a 1,000-piece puzzle from Bob Bergen. It's called Craters of the Moon. It's very pretty. It's a national monument. We'd like to add this to our Library of Things collection.
Okay, I'll make a motion to accept the donation of 1,000-piece puzzle from Bob Bergen.
Second.
And all in favor? 400.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yep. We promoted Erin Blaze from part-time circulation aide to full-time teen assistant. The PAR has been signed by the chair and submitted to HR, but you can still vote to accept this promotion.
Okay, and we need to include the rate
I think it's $18.75.
in the motion. That's what I wrote down.
Okay.
Okay, so I will motion to promote Erin Blaze from circulation aide to full-time teen assistant at the hourly rate of $18.75.
Second.
And any discussion and or all in favor? 400.
Okay. I don't know if you have any questions about anything else in my report. I did just get an email from Denise Van Zanten at Manchester Library. She is the legislative chair for the NHLA. She said today at 5:04, sent this. Governor Ayotte vetoed House Bill 324, which was the bill impacting our school librarians. This was about removing obscene materials from school libraries, of which there are none. She didn't have any details yet about it. She also said that HB 143 was amended so it no longer reflects trespassing. This was taken care of by the Police Chief Association because they also had some concerns about that language. So that's the legislative update I have. If you have. The only other thing that I would say that's an addition to my report came out of the meeting today with the department heads. National Night Out is on August 5th at Merrimack High School. It runs from 5:30 to 7:30, probably including setup. That's going to be 5 to 8. And we want to know if any trustees want to attend. So you can let me know.
What is it?
What's National Night Out? Are you serious?
I'm serious.
Oh, heavens.
I don't know either.
National, what?
So share.
I knew it
You
was
should
an
come.
event.
Okay.
So National Night Out is an
Okay.
event that's organized by the Merrimack Police. And it usually, it's when we've attended, it's happened at Abbey Griffin Park near the bandstand. And it's an opportunity for people in the community to have face-to-face time with the police department. You know, it's something that police departments around the nation, National Night Out, organize so that their communities can see their police officers and hear about what the department does. Mac the Comfort Dog is always present. They do demonstrations with, you know, I don't remember the name of the dog who's the dog right now, but like the search dog, the search and rescue dog. And it's a lot of community organizations and town departments come out, so we have a table, and there's usually ice cream or food or, you know, hot dogs and stuff, and we always have a table, so we can, you know, also be part of this community event. But it's a great opportunity to talk to the public, it's at the high school parking lot now, and there's a rain contingency to move it inside.
Mm.
So it's still gonna be the same night. That's just.
Did you say what activity you're doing?
The library has a table.
Yep.
And we talk about, August, summer reading still happening. We talk about things about the Library of Things. We usually bring some things. It's similar to the hot dog event. We still bring,
Mhm.
a lot of things and just talk to people about what's happening at the library.
And that's the 5th?
It's the 5th.
Okay.
Which is the same day as the
Trustees.
yes
Yep.
meeting, which is earlier in the day.
Right.
But yes,
Okay.
yeah, just to mention, multiple events going on that day. It's always
The
because that's
trustees
the day
training.
before a vacation.
Oh,
so
okay, my God, that's in my head. Okay.
as much as possible.
Yeah.
Okay, great. Anything else on the director report?
No, unless you have questions.
Yeah, that was the call out here about the Primex training that Jen did.
Okay.
Managing employee performance, not
Oh, then
specifically goals.
that's the
but-
one we both.
Yeah,
It was a great training.
yeah, good.
Really fantastic. There's definitely stuff that we want to implement into this,
This cycle.
this cycle.
Okay.
Cycle. Yep.
Okay.
Funds received under for the IMLS? Am I correct?
Yep.
So, will they be funding the same items that they've used that money in the past, or is it?
As
to
I
be-
understand it, yes. As I understand it, nothing has changed.
Okay. Okay. That's good news. For Libby.
Was that the decision that was through September of
26.
26?
Yeah.
Okay,
So we have it for another year.
yeah, yeah. We'll take it.
Yep.
Good.
Which affects us come December.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so still for this budget cycle, we're gonna plan in the fall.
Yeah. Probably the same thing.
Mhm.
Right.
Which is
Yeah.
that's okay.
Contingency.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Nice. Okay.
Anything else there? Director's report, last call?
Okay.
Okay. Which brings us to the treasurer's report.
So I moved the money from last month on the 8th. The beginning balance in June for fines was $7,955.37, and the ending balance was $7,788.76. The beginning balance for special was $55,657.11, and the ending balance was $54,526.59. I will make a motion to remove $232.76 from primary savings to fines for the Square transactions in June.
Second.
Any, all in favor? 400. Thank you.
And then I'll make a motion to move $14.31 from primary savings to special for Square transactions as well.
Second.
And all in favor? 400.
I guess while I'm on the motions, I'll make a motion to approve $29.55 for an anonymous donation for the month of June.
Second.
All in favor? 400. Thank you.
Okay, a few other items. I signed a check this month for $1,000 educational reimbursement. And I believe we need to vote on that because it was an unfunded line item in our budget.
Okay.
And so it was paid out of trustee funds, so I believe we need to vote on that. So I'll make a motion to approve $1,000 educational reimbursement
From
Special.
from special.
special towards this program.
Yes.
Yes.
Towards, it was a reimbursement for 2 courses,
Okay.
per the policy, of up to $500 per course.
Mhm.
Second.
Any discussion or?
No, I forgot I wrote that memo, so I'm glad you.
Yeah, thank you.
That's why I took it back with me. I was like, I'm taking this, sign the check.
Yeah.
So we have a policy in the
Mhm.
staff policy manual to reimburse, this is coursework relating to,
The job.
The job.
Yeah.
this is Alyssa Jobin, she's been in library school, so these are her courses. She met the requirements for passing grade, and then I got the supplemental paperwork from her and apparently
Yep.
created a memo.
So efficient, okay. So you seconded already, so all in favor? 400, great.
One item that just relates to this is I noted that when I was reading the staff policy,
Mm-hmm.
it noted that these courses have to be approved by the director before they're taken. So I just, going forward, if you approve them and we brought them to the board at the approval, then we could approve it then instead of
Contingent upon their
contingent
passing
when we're,
grade
yes.
or?
Because they're not gonna get paid, but then, we wouldn't have to vote on it
Yeah.
after.
I think when we talk about the staff policy manual, there's some other changes I'd like about that.
Okay, yeah.
Only because the cost per credit has gone up so much since this was written. I don't know really when it was written, but, the cost per credit has gone up. So I think I would suggest adjusting that amount.
Reviewing the limits.
Yeah,
there,
but
yeah.
we can change,
Okay.
that's a great suggestion
Right.
to change too. So
Yeah.
we didn't have a lot of people taking advantage of it for years.
Right,
And
right.
now we have in the past couple of years, so
Mm.
it's a good time to update it.
Okay.
The other items were that we received the $6,000 check from the trustees of the trust funds. Thank you to them for our request this year, and I have also requested a $1,000 check that matches the budget from our Watson Trust Fund at Fidelity, and that I got a confirmation that it's on the way.
Oh.
So we will have all of our trust money that we've budgeted for this year.
Nice.
And then Molly signed the paperwork right before the meeting to move the Watson Trust Fund that is under our purview into its own account, so it is not mixed with our special money.
Special money.
Yeah, special money.
It's its own special money.
Okay, perfect. Action-packed as always, thank you.
It's busy.
Which brings us to acceptance of minutes, of which I believe there are 3 sets. There were the June 17th public minutes. Any comments or questions about that document? Seeing none, I'll make a motion to approve the June 17th public minutes as drafted.
Second?
And all in favor? 400. We also have the June 17th non-public minutes. Any comments? A motion to approve the June 17th non-public minutes as drafted.
Second?
All in favor? 400. And then the June 18th minutes, I did modify the draft that you did, Donna, to reflect that those are public minutes, per Yvette's recommendation. Yvette and I were able to meet briefly and chatted about the content there.
Remember what the date was? I'm
June
sorry.
18th,
Thank you.
sorry.
Yep.
So, any comments on those? So I will motion to accept the June 18th public minutes as drafted.
Second?
And all in favor?
As
400, yes.
drafted or? Amended? Drafted? Because you
As
drafted, I made the initial.
You did the initial.
So it's as drafted. Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank
yeah.
you.
Okay, so that brings us to committee updates. The Friends had their book sale, I remember.
Yeah, their
Any
meeting is
other-
on Monday.
This coming?
This
Yeah.
coming
This
Monday.
coming Monday, okay. Anything else from the Friends update
There hasn't been a meeting since.
since that?
Yeah.
Okay. The Merrimack Public Library Development Fund Committee did meet. Yvette and I attended that. They are working through new officer roles, and they also have a new financial advisor working with their fund, which I thought might be helpful information to pass along. So if there's interest also in working with that individual, I think you had a business card from them, or maybe it was just passed around the table. But if there's interest, we could connect on that at some point in the future. I don't know, that's kind of all I have to to bring in terms of updates, but on that, so it does sound like they will be doing officer elections in the coming meeting, which is August 4th. And they were signing no conflict of interest form, which they sign every year, which I thought was a little bit different than how we do things. So I just kind of made a mental note of that activity, and I'm not sure if that's because it is the development fund committee specifically, versus I mean, we certainly have our financial responsibilities as well.
I could just, since I've been
Yeah.
not involved, but observing the committee longer, previous members of the committee have been financial advisors, so they can't directly advise the group.
Oh, I see.
So that would be a
I
conflict of
gotcha.
interest for them.
Got it.
Yep.
That makes more sense.
Yeah. So a little different mix of.
Little bit.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you. And then the town center committee, I believe, is on hold.
Yeah, I will say that I watched their last meeting. It was
great.
a lot of getting updates from Public Works on sidewalk projects
Oh,
going
great.
forward, but the story is we're on a default budget.
Okay.
So, and
So
a lot
noted.
of stuff is waiting, is partially funded by the DOT, so it gets put on the 10-year plan in various degrees. And so there's not a lot in the very near future.
Okay. So noted. Great. And then that brings us to the Library Board of Trustees Committee updates. The Personnel Committee has not met since this last board meeting, so we do meet tomorrow at 3 o'clock and have a couple of things on the agenda, it sounds like so far, so that should be a good connect. Anything from the Finance Committee?
We've been very busy with end of year stuff, and Janet and I met with Paul Calabria on June 25th.
Andy, Vet, and Jen.
What?
Andy, Vet, and Jen.
And Jen, and it seemed like a productive meeting. He was very open to, working with us to make the numbers all work. And then Janet and I met on July 8th, and we went through all the end of the year reports, which I forwarded out to everybody as, and now working on Paul's questions about totals.
Okay.
So, yeah, that's what
And
we
that
were.
paperwork.
And doing the fidelity account stuff. And also getting the missing fidelity statement,
Yes.
which is in the mail.
Actually, you might have it.
Yeah, I think.
I got something.
That's okay. Yeah, she typically gets the fidelity statements.
Oh, did you get a fidelity statement?
But it's still old, so it doesn't matter.
Oh.
I don't know, this is a certificate though, so otherwise.
ODC.
Oh,
Yeah.
I have a,
Oh, it's just like the,
yeah.
yeah. Was there something else I missed?
No,
The
I was-
Finance Committee?
Kind of. The status of a coin sorter?
Oh, I'll have to follow up with them.
Okay.
Well, I thought we were gonna buy one, so I'll follow up.
Okay.
Okay.
That was one of the things that we have on our.
It's part of the master plan.
It is,
Yeah, yeah.
exactly. I'm trying
Master
to-
banking plan?
Right. Right. That's Anything else? Finance?
I don't think anything else, finance?
No, I think you hit it all.
That's probably
Yeah.
enough, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, and then the building committee?
Well, since Robbie's not here, I guess I'll do the building committee. So we met
Okay.
on the 25th. Wow, that was a really busy day. Our next meeting is August 13th. We gave Robbie a tour of the building. We went over the building project list. We had a great conversation about the flooring and the baseboards
Mhm.
downstairs and how until the sewer is ironed out, let's not replace them because you know what'll happen. We'll replace it and then it'll flood
Mhm.
again.
Mhm.
So that kind of stuff, and just, you know, the sequential order of that kind of
Yeah,
stuff. So yeah, we had a good conversation about all that and gave Robbie the tour.
okay, nice. Okay, that brings us to reviewing July action items. I did have a couple jotted down, one of which is Erin's continued follow-up on line 38 with Paul. And then also I had Yvette getting the AC maintenance plan and the infrared scan report.
Yep.
And I guess there's coin sorter follow-up.
If we have any questions or concerns about the staff policy, we send them to you,
Yep.
like tonight or tomorrow early?
Yeah, I mean, I don't anticipate the 40-something page document will be done tomorrow at the personnel committee, so if it is a few days in the making, I think that works too.
I wanted to just clarify for, just for completeness.
Yeah.
We got the money from the trust fund, but it's how it is allocated. It's 3,000 for PLC. It's 2,000 for Lawrence. It's 1,000 for Quimby. That's the 6,000.
Can you repeat that?
Absolutely.
Thank you.
1,000 for Quimby. 2,000 for Lawrence or Anna Lawrence. And then it's 3,000 for the Patterson Lawrence Carroll.
Anything, Donna, you need us to circle back to?
Just one question for the July action items.
Mhm.
Yvette is
Hmm.
gonna get the infrared scan and what?
Report.
The infrared scan report,
Yeah.
and was there one other one?
And the air conditioning maintenance plan,
Titular, okay, air conditioning maintenance plan, thank you.
and find out if we bought a coin sorter.
And you can
Got
also
that.
add that I need to move the square money.
You need to remove the
I
square.
need to move the square money.
You need to move the square money.
Gonna remove it?
Got it.
Okay. I think I'll just add to our list of upcoming events, the National Night Out is August 5th from 5 to 8 p.m. in the high school parking lot, if any trustees are able to attend. Also, Friends of the Library meets next week, as mentioned, the 21st at 6 p.m. The Development Fund Committee is August 4th, 5 p.m., and our next board meeting is August 19th at 7 p.m. here. Is there, since this was a swift meeting, is there an interest from the group, and I think we'll probably wait till Robbie gets back, but is there an interest from the group in modifying the time of this board meeting to 6 o'clock instead of 7? I mean, that
Be in favor.
That would
I
be
would
my
I would be in
suggestion.
favor, yeah.
I'd be in favor too.
You'd be in favor, Janet? Is that any?
It doesn't affect me at
It
all.
doesn't affect you, okay. So, if it's okay with the group, I will follow up with Robbie and see if he's amenable to that modification, and, if so, I'd propose that we start with the August meeting. To
I'd
be at
check-
6 p.m. instead of
I'd-
7, still the third Tuesday.
Yeah, I'd check availability
room.
for here, because
Okay.
sometimes there is a meeting. Not often, but
Okay.
sometimes it happens.
To ask that question. I can reach out. I'll put that on the action items for the July meeting, is that Molly will reach out. I can't recall the exact name, but I have it in my email regarding Kristen, about room availability starting at 6 p.m. third Tuesday. Okay, thank you.
Did you say 6 or 6:30? I'm
I'd
sorry.
say 6.
6, okay. Then, thank
Okay.
you.
Okay, so Robbie and room availability, I will do. Okay, so we do have a couple of non-public. Do we have non-public topics?
We can have one short item.
One short non-public item. So I will make a motion to enter non-public session per 91A32A personnel. And we will do a roll call vote to enter into that. So Janet?
Yes.
Erin?
Yes.
Donna?
Yes.
And I say yes also, 400.